If you're gonna build bows, you need a way to hold the wood. The best way I've found is called a shave horse. Today I'm gonna show you how I built this one.
So here's my completed shave horse with a bow and arrow that I'm building on it. And these are the tools that I used to build it. I used a chainsaw to cut the lumber, 2 different kinds of hammers, 2 nails, a settler's tool, and a Japanese pole saw. I'm gonna cut this log to 50 inches in length and then pick out the flattest side. I'm gonna use my chainsaw mill to mill the flat side. Now typically you have rails to go on top of the log, which would make your cut flatter. I don't have anything like that, and I don't want to drive 30 minutes to town to get like a 2x4 or something, especially if I'm gonna make my own lumber this way. So I'm just gonna eyeball the first one, and hopefully that's good enough. If you're ever considering milling with a chainsaw, this 50-inch board took me 10 minutes per side. So that's 20 minutes of work just to get one 50-inch 2x6 that's got live edges. So it's like a super inefficient way to make lumber, but it's what I had access to. So the next step is to make legs. This is called a settler's tool. So it's got a tapered end so that you can make spindles, and then it's also got a big drill bit so you can make holes that the spindles fit into. Take that. I guess this one will be in that one now. Ah! So I'm just going down until the drill bit is in the way, I guess. And then there we go. That works pretty good. Let's do another one. See how it splits as you're pounding it down? I can see the metal through there, so I'm just cutting right at the edge of the metal. There's another one. Alright, looking pretty good. If I can run this stick through this and make a dowel, I could use it as a handle so that I could use the drill bit, and then also I could use it as pegs for when I make the clamp portion of my shave horse. So once you get past the collar, the trouble you have with just hitting on the spindle is that then it wants to like tilt and it gets stuck. So I've got one of these nails that I used to build that log structure behind me, and I'm just putting this on the rim and then hitting the nail and my hand a lot. Okay. Now I've got a drill. I want to make these as far to the edges as possible because this is the side that's going to have 2 legs. So let's see, should I angle them? Let's
Let's see. Could a little bit. It's like I'll angle them. See what that's like. I want to push here. I think I want it to be right about there. I can drill more holes if I need to. I made this piece. I left some space in case I need to do another hole. And so this will go on a peg, so it'll rotate around that. This will be for my leg piece that I push on, and then this will be for the actual clamp itself. So I'm just going to take this other piece of wood and just drill through these guide holes so that it matches up perfectly. Now I just need dowels to go through there and through the bottom. But the one on the bottom needs to be extra long so I can push on it. So it's going to rotate like this. I think that the only way to get this foot peg on here is to cut slots. And that slot should be okay because I'm only going to push in this direction. So if I just take my saw and cut right there, let's try it. This is too slow.
Not bad, but it doesn't leave me any room to sit. All right, moment of truth. Does it work? Yes. The reason I actually built this is because I want to go into the mountains and try and make a bow in 24 hours. I want to cut down a tree, shape the bow, fire harden the bow, like all in the mountains. I'm never going to come home until the bow is completed, and hopefully until after I hunt something with it. And also, using a vise on these bows, like the metal vise, hurts the handles, and I know you can wrap it in leather, but this is just a better way. People have been using these for thousands of years because they work great. So why shouldn't I just be using one of these?